Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday edition of the market forward-looking analysis for the week of, what are we here, February 19th to the 23rd. So I'm just going to run through a couple of where we were and where I think we're going analysis comments on the US dollar index, pound dollar, crude oil, Bitcoin, and one or two other little commodities here and there that I want to discuss. There should also be a few other videos coming out as well. Two other analysts that should land on the website as well today or tomorrow. So I will update you as soon as those come in via social media as usual. So we're going to start on the dollar index. And again, not much has really happened. We're still in this bearish downward trend again. So no change there. Now, I'll zoom in a little bit. So we had a week. So again, price was driving down. We took out we took out this short-term intermediate low way back here, and that was about a month ago. We had done that. Price drove down, hit a weekly range in here that I have been discussing several times. Now, price again, the candles did not finish below the middle range of this consolidation here, and it's wicked down and through a few times, and it popped up, and then it's come back down to it again here. So you know, I believe we should see price run to the downside and continue down. However, we could see price chop. You see how it's starting to create a bit of a consolidation now, where prices come down, run back up, has failed to get past higher than this consolidation, run back down again, wicked through the old low. Now I think we could push a bit higher. So I think overall we're going to continue in this downtrend. However, we could see a little bit of price action just sort of doing this for the short term, and just kind of coming up and just creating a bit of a range, and loading up on you know, price, and depending on if they want to go short or long or whatever the commercials want to do, I'll look into that. But I could want to do a little bit of this going forward. So we got to be cognizant of that. I think if price wanted to get higher through here, it probably would have done that. I mean, there's one of two scenarios that I'm looking at. So typically, if price is going to reverse, it'll do a double tap, and price will come down. You see how price came down and stabbed down here, took out all the lows, created a low, came back down, failed, ran higher, and then had failed at the middle of this consolidation, and then come back down, and then it ran out the lows, the short-term low that was created over here. Typically, if that happens, there could be the likelihood of a reversal coming. And basically all the market makers are doing is just coming back down, because everyone here is thinking, oh, this is the turning point, let's get long, and they jam their stops up below this low over here, and they think, yeah, price is running, and then it just completely reverses, comes back down, tags everybody's stops, and then continues going higher again. We got to watch that. So basically, and this is kind of where it comes to, this is one of three things that's going to happen, is it's going to go higher from here, it's going to chop into this little consolidation area here, which I think could happen for a short term. I don't necessarily think it would be like, you know, 3 months or 6 months or anything like that, but maybe another week in this range here before it finally decides to make a decision where it wants to go. Or option number three, we continue lower. So let's explore option three really quickly here. I wanted to point, I've got a couple of areas here that I just wanted to point out. So I'll just get rid of this here real quickly, so we got a clean chart to look off of. I'll borrow this line here and get rid of that guy there. Okay. So what I would like to see happen for the week coming up of February 19th to, what did I say, February 19th to the 23rd. February is almost over already. So what I would like to see is price come back up into this range here. You see these lows that are created in here, and then this candle low, and this is a daily chart that I'm on, and the low in here, they kind of come to a nice sort of alignment to each other here. So I'd kind of like to see price do something like this, and we'll get rid of these guys in here. So price is going to be opening up, the market's going to open up here in about 3.5 hours, 4 hours from now. And so I'd like to see price start to trade higher off the week, okay? Monday and Tuesday, I want to see price run up into here. And right at this point right here, so I would say, just get a price label here. So 89.45, I would say, would probably be a fairly close 89.45 to 89.50, somewhere in there. I'd like to see price run up there Monday and Tuesday and make the high in London open on Tuesday. Or it could happen Monday, and then start to trade off from there. If price doesn't want to go through this 89.45 to 89.50 level, it's kind of going to tip me off to think that, well, we could see a continued downward trend in the US dollar index, and we shouldn't see prices push higher. Because as you can see, prices failed here, went down lower, took the stops. If price goes through this 89.45, so again, I want to see price start to trade higher in order to continue lower. If price comes out and we start out Monday trading and Tuesday trading going lower, then we are going to be higher on the week. Because as I say, Monday and Tuesday typically creates the high and the low of the week, and then you get the rest of the range moving in the opposite direction. So if you look at a weekly candle, give you an exact example here. So like, for instance, where's it going? Like right here. See this candle right here? It was a down candle. So it started out in the week. It started going higher, 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 Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it continued down. So that's going to be the tip-off. We're going to see what happens. If price starts breaking out on Monday, Tuesday, running higher, I'm going to be looking for this area to get tagged, and I want to see price stall and fail here. If price doesn't stall and fail here and it keeps going, then you know, we're going to be looking at the highs up here as the next level. If price starts out trading lower, I'm going to be kind of suspect on that rally. We may come back down here, and then price may reverse and go higher from there. Ultimately, I'd like to see this happen, though. Price starts out trading, creates its high Monday or Tuesday, London, and then trades softer throughout the week. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. So if we take that idea and we run over to the pound dollar, we should see the opposite happen. So if we look at a daily on the pound dollar, we saw price, this was last week's trading. It was a nice bull uptrend. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday trading. Just a very nice reaction off of these levels here and a continuation higher. And we actually came right into about the middle of this consolidation area right in here, and then failed and have come back down. So I think what we could see happen is price, right, do the same, the opposite of what we saw on the euro, on the pound dollar, go down and then come up to finish the week higher and take out these highs. That's what I'm looking for to transpire. Now we've got a nice clear level on the US dollar index that I would like for a potential high point of the week. The pound dollar, however, though, it's not as clear. If just offhand, I would suggest probably right in here. There could be some confluence in this area in here. We'd have to watch price though and see what it wants to do, and look at the time. So if the dollar index is ripping up to here and we're looking at a potential reversal, I want to see price start to fail out, stall out there. At the same time, I'll be looking on the daily here to see if price, let's say for instance, it's at this level, or you know, maybe it's oops, grabbed the wrong one, or maybe it's down towards this level here. I want to see where price is on the dollar index at the same time that this is dropping lower, to find out if there's any confluences that we can see. But I would suggest anywhere in these two levels, I would be looking for price to then stall out and then resume its course higher. So creating the low Monday or Tuesday of this week and then running higher, if that's what we're going to see happen. Again, if price just starts running higher from here, it's going to be a suspect rally where they could just come in, take out the highs, and then drop the market lower, or even fail out right at the high here, fail to make a higher high, which would be a failure swing, and then we'd be looking for lower lows coming forward. So again, I know it's not the most clearest thing, but we've got the levels dialed in that I want to see happen, and I'll just put a couple of these levels on the price chart. So if we see price trading, and Monday and Tuesday are going to be the tip-off. If we see price running for one way or the other, then we'll know. And you know what? I'll just maybe make it an even 20, I think, is what I'll do. We'll say right about in there somewhere. So if price starts screaming out one way or the other, we'll sort of know where the hand is going to be held and where the price is going to go out for the week. So we'll update you again to see what transpires. I don't know, the markets haven't opened yet, but we're just calling out some levels. But I can tell you that it's either going to be up here. This level is, I believe, easily going to get hit, regardless of if we start out trading higher or if we finish off the week trading higher. Whoops, it's not that's supposed to do 40.60. There. So we'll wait and see what this one does. There's no rush. You don't want to rush getting into any of these things. I'll put the signals out, and once the levels are hit and we can see what price wants to do, then we'll be calling out the trades from there. Crude oil, just real quick. I don't want to make this a very long video today. I want to wrap up, but I believe we're going to see higher prices on crude oil. Prices had a nice breakout here. So Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday's trading came up, created low, and it was a failure swing down here. You can see these lows did not get hit, but price just sort of wicked, and this was back into the consolidation area, right back in here where I said that we could potentially see a bounce. So I'd like to see this small little area up in here get filled, and that comes in by the way of, I'll just get rid of this. Okay, so what's the low on this candle here? Comes in at 63.10. So I would like to see price run up to 63.10 right here for the week. And I think, again, it could start lower again, right? We could trade a little bit lower. Hopefully not too much lower. I don't want to see price come all the way back down to like 58 level or low 59 level. I'd like to see price to start trading right off the hop, but we'll wait and see how that develops. But I believe this 63.10 level will get tagged, or 63 big figure will get tagged this week. So I will watch for that, and we'll put a little signal, but I am bullish on crude oil. Again, I'm bullish until this price action in here gets broken to the downside. If that gets broken, then we could be looking at lower prices for crude, because there's a bunch of areas down here that I think they may want to come in for instance, like this 53.70 level right in there as being the first one. So if this is truly a rejection and this is the low, price should easily want to grab this 63.10 level. And then we'll look and we'll take some profits in there. We'll look for price to roll back a little bit and then get in, and then we'll look at getting in and then for price to then coming up and taking out these highs here at 66.60. So we'll watch for that. Again, I'll as that pans out for the week, I will I'll update you. But you can see here, and we just made a nice move, and price really consolidated here. So you know, I would even suggest if Monday trading comes out and we kind of start hitting a level down in here, I'd be looking for entries to get long, I believe, in my opinion. And that's, again, that would come in at about 61.20, 61, you know, what is it called, 61.20, just to give you a nice round number to work off of. But that's sort of what I'd be looking at there. So we'll, and then, so again, right, I'm sure you're all following me on this, but just in case, here to there. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and then lastly, Bitcoin. I'll zoom in here a little bit. We were looking at price down in here. I did a couple of live sections. I was looking at price down in here, saying I'd like to see some rejection off of these levels. And I don't want to see price necessarily trade too high into this consolidation area. If it does, then it's going to go higher, and it'll come up into this next consolidation area in here. And we'll just drop a level on there to watch. So it would basically be the 12, even into the 1300s, sorry, 13,000 level, could get tagged if it wants to push through. And really the kind of straw that's going to break the camel's back here, if we are going to go higher, will be this 10,000, basically 900 level is sort of the middle of this range here. If price pushes up and convincingly closes higher than that, then we will run up into this level here, and we'll look at taking some longs short term. But I believe price is going to fall shorter on Bitcoin yet. I think we've still got some room to the downside, and you can kind of see how price has just sort of been stair-stepping down. Like it's really been you know, right, nice downward move, punches up a little bit, nice downward move, price punches up a little bit, nice downward move, whoops, nice downward move, all right, and then prices punched up a little bit. So we're kind of getting into that sort of stair step trend, And the next logical move, obviously, if that is the case, would be a continuation lower from here. So we will watch this transpire into the week and see what price wants to give us. But like I say, and it just about hit this 10.30.15 level here that I was calling, which isn't necessarily a key level that I'm looking at, but it did fail and come down lower. So we'll see. There's, like I say, there's a little bit of area up in here that I kind of like, that price may want to get up to. If price breaks higher than there, then it may want to push higher. But this sort of 10,700, what is that? 10,900 level. If that gets broken, we're going to push higher into the highs of this consolidation area, so we can watch for that. If that happens, if not, price is going to want to trade softer, and we'd be looking at lows all the way down here, potentially to finish off, maybe not the week, but that would be the long-term goal, I guess, depending on what they want to do with Bitcoin, if they want to keep chopping it or if they really want to move it. But that would be a good weekly target in my mind, right back down to that 83.20 level, 84.30 level, somewhere in there. So we'll watch and see what happens there. And lastly, I'm not really going to discuss anything about copper. This has just kind of been all over the place in here. I don't really like the price action. It sort of rejected off of this old level back in here and then rammed higher for the past couple of days last week, and then just sort of stalled out again on Friday. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. If they want to push this thing higher, if they're just grabbing shorts to go short. Again, the commodity video that I keep talking about, that I haven't put out yet, I discussed that in here. I got to get to that, so I'll work on that, and then I'll discuss copper in there, because there is some sentiment building in copper. Looking at cocoa for the week, I'd love to see if cocoa would come down to our buy level in here. I was hoping to get this, to be honest with you, on Friday. Friday didn't get all the way down there. Sorry, Thursday and Friday, actually, price come down and then run higher. I think we're going to see higher prices on cocoa going forward, but we just got to wait for a good entry on it. Nothing on coffee that I'm talking about. Nothing. Oh, price actually just about convincingly broke this small consolidation level in here. But you can see how price is really bouncing. It's just really bounce, and going sideways. I'd love to see lower prices on this, as I'm indicating here, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Sugar gave me it broke through, and this is why you watch levels. It broke through my entry level. I wanted to see if price had a willingness to rebound from here. It did not, and I said this was sort of the line in the sand. That got broken. We're going to be looking for lower prices on sugar. I'm not going to discuss anything about orange juice. It did have a nice pop on Friday, though, so we will watch to see if they want to take out these highs here. If they do, we'll watch for price to come up, trade back down into a logical level, and look for entries to get long to target areas up into here. So we will watch for that, and that's going to be about it for the day. I'll update you again on the market activity coming in tomorrow, Monday, after the markets open, and we'll see where we're at via the Telegram chat room channel. And you can watch for our live YouTube trading sessions on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week. So we will talk to you then. Hope you guys all had a great weekend.